This is Ben with Tucson Future Classics here to show you stock number 26066. This is our 2023 Kia Niro EV. This is the wind trim level, which is the base model. However, base model nowadays is a lot different than 10, 15 years ago. This compact electric SUV packs a punch in terms of design, reliability, and practicality. EPA estimated that this EV gets 253 miles of charge from a full 100% charged battery. It's a 65 kilowatt hour battery. It's a big step up from the previous Kia Niro. This took everything that we liked about that one and made it even better. This one has better battery chemistry and cooling. According to Dylan, it's about 100 pounds lighter, so you get some more interior space as well because that EV, the skateboard platform, is more narrow. This one owner Niro is featured in mineral blue with a charcoal interior. It's a one owner vehicle. There's a lease return out of California. There's no accidents or damage reported to Carfax, just some minor wear and tear that's associated with having 40,000 miles in California. However, there is nothing major. Wheels have some curb rash. They have good tires all around. Paint just reflects really nicely in the sun. The only notable damage to this vehicle is just a light love tap right here on the bumper. Honestly, it's quite hard to see. Unless you're really looking for it, you're not going to notice. An understated design cue of this Niro, which both represents form and function, is this pass-through on the side of the taillight. Helps with better aerodynamics. Air gets caught on this side and goes out on the back of the vehicle. Front and rear, you do have parking sensors, which you could see embedded in the bumper. Side profile here, nothing major to report. One of the best parts of this new Niro is the interior. It's a massive step up from the previous generation. Not to say the previous generation was bad, but this is just exceptional. Has a lot of great design choices, material, and it's just overall a nice place to be. This door panel blends a few different materials, including plastic, cloth, and this piano black right here, which I think is very classy. All the buttons are found here. It's kind of on a nice incline. Makes for a good armrest. The charcoal colored seats also blend a couple different materials. You have some leatherette and cloth here in the middle. Very comfortable seats, and they're in flawless condition. Start here with the instrument panel. In the bottom right corner, you can see the mileage, about 40,500. This gauge cluster is pretty cool looking. It changes the UI based on what drive mode you're in. So that was Eco, Normal, and Sport. Get some better throttle response and heavier steering in Sport. I guess lower range as well. You have your guessometer right here, which shows 186 miles. A lot of factors go into that range, including your driving habits, whether or not the air conditioning is on, and also what drive mode you're in. So right now the battery's charged to about 81%. And with the climate control on, it shows a range estimate of 186 miles. With it off, 205 miles. So this falls in line with that EPA estimate of 253. On the left of your steering column, you have your dimmer for the screens, power liftgate operation, and traction control. Moving on to this really nice steering wheel. Like I've been saying, this design is just a huge step up from the previous Niro. On the left here, you have some controls for your instrument panel. So you have your menu button, you have your cruise control settings, adaptive cruise, lane keep, which this also activates smart cruise control, which I'll go through later. You have some media controls on the left, and then an OK button for the instrument panel. Right side, you have some more of your media controls, as well as the programmable start button that Kia and Hyundai like to do. Center screen here is very responsive. You have navigation built in. All your various menus, your EV settings, that's where you could see the battery percentage, change your scheduled charging, your scheduled air conditioning. Phone projection, this does have wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, USB ports there in the middle. You could get a wireless dongle that works really well to make it effectively a wireless system. It's just a very nice infotainment system. It's very smooth, reliable, easy to navigate. Plenty of different settings that you could configure. This wouldn't be a Kia Hyundai review if I didn't showcase sounds of nature. One of the best parts of this vehicle, the list of various soothing, relaxing noises of nature. No more road rage thanks to Kia and Hyundai. Under vehicle settings, you could configure different options for your safety systems. Also do have some ambient light here. So you could change the color. So it's right there on the dash. And the rotary shifter here. Different colors, and you can even choose a custom one if you'd like. A neat feature of this generation Niro is this dual mode touch panel that controls both your climate and your various menus for the infotainment system. Right now it's set to climate, so you have two knobs, they control your temperature right now. You have your fan speed, everything you need in a climate control system. But if you choose to just have it automatic or set to what you already want, tap this right here. Now you could control your different menus for the infotainment system. This knob becomes a volume knob, and this one becomes a tuner. Despite being a base model, you still do get a wireless charger here in the center console. Up here you have your 12-volt power outlet, USB Type-A for your wired Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a USB Type-C port. This car is both future-proofed and past-proofed. Here in the center, contained by this nice piano black, you have your start-stop button, your dial shifter, which works very well, heated seats, auto hold, electronic parking brake, toggle your parking sensors front and rear, and you can also press this button to see your backup camera at any time when you're stopped. Make sure no one's stalking you from behind. In this large glove box, you could find all of the owner's manuals and user guides that Kia provided the original owner. You have this very flexible storage option here in the center. Right now, it's just all open storage, but with the push of a button, boom, cup holders. Despite being a smaller SUV, you have plenty of space for your rear occupants. Being a front-wheel drive EV, the floor here is completely flat. There's no hump. This front seat is adjusted for me right now. I'm about 6 feet tall, and I could comfortably sit behind myself. Not bad. It's a good option for rideshare if you'd like. The back of both driver and passenger seat, there's a USB Type-C port for charging phones. Some center vents for your HVAC. And a center armrest. It's a comfortable place to be. Liftgate is power operated. Simply push the button underneath the Kia logo. Opens pretty quickly. Plenty of cargo space back here. These seats do fold down for even more. Turn this thing into a little truck if you'd like. You have some storage under here. Right now it contains your spare tire kit and some original lug nuts. This does have the OEM wheel lock set currently installed. Up front, you could find your charge door. To open it, simply push on it and it'll open. With the proper charger, you should expect to get 10% to 80% battery charge in about 45 minutes. Underneath the hood, you don't have a full-fledged frunk, but you do have this storage area. If you have something that's not really temperature sensitive, you can put it in here. You have a net to keep small items in place and illumination for nighttime. You have your coolant reservoir, windshield washer fluid, brake fluid, 12-volt battery. We're going to start our test drive portion with a quick punch of acceleration in sport mode. This is my first time doing it, so I don't really know what to expect. I've been driving it around in Eco. Just get a quick spurt of acceleration. Not bad. Just gets the tires a little bit. Got up to 50 right there. And then a quick brake test. No problem at all. Like other modern Hyundai Kia products, this features smart cruise control. At freeway speeds, you activate it with a touch of a button. You kind of just let the car do the rest for you. It requires some driver attention. Might not always be super accurate depending on the road you're on if the markings aren't super visible. So it is very important that you are attentive while this system is on. But in the center, you can see that the car is detecting lane markings. The blind spot monitor is currently detecting a car coming up on my left here. So overall, pretty good system. It's not quite autopilot or full self-driving levels of good, but it's very sufficient for a vehicle of this class. You do have the option of one pedal driving in this Niro, which you could change with the paddle shifters on the wheel. Right now it's set to full regen. So if I let off, it's just gonna immediately start slowing down with the strongest force. This Niro EV is a very good value proposition, especially in the used market. It's hard to find something better in this class. It's comfortable, it's practical, it's affordable, it's overall nice to drive. If you're interested in more pictures or information, please check out our website, TucsonFutureClassics.com. If you'd like to schedule a test drive, we are appointment only. You can please call or text our phone number at 520-268-6244.